Well, good morning, David Combe here with the CBS AM Debrief. It's Thursday, the 16th of June. A bit of a big move down last night, really across the board. All of the Americas, all of Europe. The default of Greece now looks inevitable. One of the European commissioners apparently was quoted as warning that the markets would now smell blood if they haven't already got a hint of blood in the water there. Yeah, that saw a pretty dramatic sell-off here. Dow down nearly 1.5%. The broader S&P 500 down 1.74. Nasdaq 176. And yeah, pretty much red numbers as you can see right down through Europe there. So Milan 2.16 being the biggest move to the downside there. Just having a look at our futures here, or just completing tomorrow. Our market ended up closing down 18, and the Hang Seng down 152 points, or 0.68%, and the Nikkei down 0.28. The futures here this morning for us not looking too pretty at all, down 53 points. Hang Seng down 251. Pardon me, and the Nikkei down 70 points. Look at the commodities base now. Most of the energies there were sold off, although there seems to be a little bit of recovery coming through here now. Natural gas down to $4.58. Crude down at $95.30. That's come off a couple of days in the last few sessions here. Most of the softs down pretty significantly here as well now. Those of you that have been getting our emails, we had a short oats warrant that we put out night before last, and that's had a big move down here, 5.16. However, I don't know if we actually got set on this because possibly it opened up significantly down there, and anyway, it does seem to be doing what we expected, so that's a good thing there. Rest of the agricultural commodities there looks like coffee was a big mover down, along with corn, cotton, wheat down 3%, and rough rice down nearly 1%. The only upside movers there were, of any note, were canola and wool. But yeah, it looks like oats was indeed the biggest mover of the night. Copper $4.14, up 0.45. Gold at $15.31. Now we should start to see a little bit of risk premium come back in here with some of these concerns. Silver at $35.73, and then over to our currencies. Euro buying 1.4174, the pound buying 1.6185. and the US dollar buying 80.9365. Now I have been talking about the US dollar yen trade, going along that with some good technicals to support that, and that's trading along the UK at the moment, which is nice to see. The Aussie buying 1.0565, so that's come off a bit here with this US dollar strength. The US dollar buying 0.9787 Canadian, and the US dollar buying just 0.8532 Swiss francs. Let's look at the economic calendar for today. Just have a quick look at some of these numbers that came through last night. Jobless claims for May up in the UK. Not a big number, but not a positive number either. The claimless account rate 4.6. Sorry, the claimant account rate, and unemployment sitting as expected and steady at 7.7. The other data out there, CPI data out from the US, a little bit higher than expected. And this morning we've got a Swiss rates decision. There's 0.25%. That's out around. I might need to just update the timing here. That doesn't look quite right. Anyway, that number isn't out. The UK coming out with some retail sales figures. Then some CPI data out of the EU zone year on year for May, and that takes us through to some data out of the States tonight, none of which is going to be of great significance. And indeed through to the end of the week, the only outstanding high significance number is the University of Michigan confidence numbers. Expectation there is for a 74 print. Okay, let's have a look now at the Falcon Trader, just have a quick look at some of the things we've been talking about in the last few sessions. One is some Barbara here, which I've been talking about a little bit, but I like the look of it down here just under this $1.80 level. Now, we did have quite a good strong push up there yesterday. I did come out with some news. I haven't been able to get through the details of that, but somebody liked it and came in and did some pretty big buying there. I noticed that the takeover target, Catalpa, pretty much did the opposite. So I'm thinking that the takeover deal, or the merger deal, might be off, and that's seen as positive for the St Barbara shareholders, and in turn negative for the Catalpa script holders. The other one just mentioned here was the US dollar Japanese yen. That's moving up here quite nicely, quite constructively on the daily chart. Looking here to see what else there is to look at. Really nothing more outstanding there. So might leave it at that. It's probably going to be a pretty busy day here, so good luck with things. Yeah, I've just been reading some, finally finish off here, some comparisons with the Lehman Brothers collapse and the Greek default situation. And really the numbers, you can pretty much add a 0 or 2 to any of the numbers surrounding the Greek default situation in comparison to Lehman's. I think there was a $600 billion debt with Lehman's, and that number is clearly a lot bigger with Greece there. So it's not something to be ignored or trifled with in regards to the financial markets here. So have a strategy if worst comes to worst here, and you might not want to be long equities going into this this situation here. So yeah, be careful, I guess. Look at your situation there. So anyway, that's enough from me. Thanks as always for your attention. Until next time, bye for now.